Here's a quick recap on a few junctions near GOODMAYES. So we're going to approach the traffic lights and then we're going to turn right. Then at the roundabout, we're going to go straight ahead, second exit. So you probably remember this road from the shops and stuff that nearby. Okay, now the difficult thing about this roundabout is that there are two lanes going through the roundabout. So you see here, there's this lane, the one you're in, and there's another one there. So when you go through the roundabout, second exit is straight ahead. Make sure you don't go around this circle. Don't do that to go around the circle, because then you're going to end up in this person's lane, and there could be a car in that lane coming up to go straight as well. So when you go ahead, just go ahead without going around the circle too much. You're giving way to your right, which is the road from ahead, that van, the white van that's coming, because there is no road directly to your right. So like the car in front, just keep yourself straight. Even I would say, don't even do what they've done. Don't even go around the circle that much. Just go straight over it, because you're going to risk going into the left lane, and there could be a car there that you might not know is there, and you might get too close to them. And there's another roundabout in the GOODMAYES area, which is pretty much exactly like the previous one that I've just shown you. There's two lanes approaching the roundabout, and you have to be careful of how much you go around the circle. If you swing to your left too much to go around the circle, you're going to end up in the lane to your left. So we're going to go right to the roundabout, second exit. The sign is quite hard to see, it's just there, it's just someone's knocked it around. So you've got to be in the right hand lane, obviously, to turn right. So that's the first thing that you've got to do. Make sure you don't turn right from this lane. Some people do, and they're not failing. So the circle in the middle, that white car has done it perfectly in front of you, okay, and you've done it perfectly as well. The danger is if you swing around the circle too much, you end up in the lane to your left, and then you're going to affect the driver that's using the left lane to go straight ahead. Now, after this roundabout, this road is 20 miles per hour, and it's got a bend in it, and most people, they drive in the middle of the road because they want to be away from the parked cars. But when you get to the bend, you must move back to your lane fully in anticipation that someone's going to come around the corner, just like that red car came, and the white car in front of us was back in their lane fully, and they went slower because they were parked closer to the parked cars. Now, another mini roundabout that's really difficult in the GOODMAYES area is the one we're coming up to now. We're turning right, and the space in the roundabout is actually really small. You cannot fully go around this circle. It deceives a lot of people. A lot of people think they can go around the circle, avoiding touching the circle completely, and you can't. And they end up doing this, exactly what you've done. They do the same thing that you've done. And they get stuck. Okay, now a lot of people do this by mistake. Sometimes when you reverse back safely and you carry on, examiner does let you off. Some other examiners won't. They'll fail you. So what you got to do is make sure you turn earlier. So if the circle, if it's a really tight space like this one is, this is a mini roundabout, you cannot go around that circle completely. You're going to be going over the circle. Just don't go that way. Like if these are your two tires, don't go that way. Just go like this, like that, and then turn. Your left tire will go over the circle, and your right tire will be before the circle. So you're trying to avoid as much as you can, but you're not completely cutting before it. You're going to go forward and turn right. Now the best time to turn right is when this line, that's the middle of the next road you're going into, is underneath your wing mirror, like any other right turn that you'd make. That's the best time to turn, and then you won't get stuck at the curb. Okay, now we were coming out of that road that we turned into, and there was another learner car practicing. Now you can see how much they go over the circle, and they made the turn without getting stuck. You can see they went fully over the circle. They didn't turn before the circle, so they've not come this way. they've gone over the circle, and that's the only way you can do it in these mini roundabouts. And that's the way it's got to be done. Okay, so we came back to the roundabout, and this time we done it better. We done it correctly. We made the turn. So we made the turn without getting stuck. Okay, a bit of advice I want to give you at traffic lights, especially when you're turning right, you're going to be waiting for oncoming cars. When the lights change, or when the car in front drives on, don't hang around. If it's safe, you carry on with them very quick. Be very quick at lights. Because if you're not quick, the cars from your right are going to start to come, and from your left are going to start to come. So the lights have changed now. The car in front is going, and you're kind of hanging around, you know. Be quick, be very quick. Because I encouraged you there. I said be quick. In the lesson I told you to be quick, and then that's when you got going. But don't hang around. Some lights, the cars from your right and left will come very quickly. This one, you had a bit of time, so you were a bit lucky, but don't hang around. Okay, so you probably recognize this roundabout. We turn right onto Winston Way. Just going to forward it. Okay, so once you get off the roundabout, you've made this mistake many times. This road, you go over the speed limit. There's no speed limit sign, so that means the speed limit is 30. I think because you see 2 lanes, you think it's 40. It's not. There's no speed sign. That means it's 30. Okay, so make sure you don't go over 30 miles per hour on this road.
After 200 yards, turn right, then turn right.
Okay, now a lot of people get this right turn wrong. Okay, when you're turning right, you must be in the most right as possible space to be turning right, which is in the middle lane, from, you know, if it's available. So the reason people get it wrong is because there's another right turn just before the one you're going to take. So the one you're going to take is just after where that bus is, not this first one. The sat nav shows you that it's the second one. Now, as soon as you pass this right turn, it's not your right turn. You need to move into the right hand lane where it opens up here like a V shape. Okay, now you must be as right as you possibly can. So you must move into this right hand lane. Most people, they stay in that left lane, and then by the time they get to the right turn, they can't turn anymore because they're in the very left lane. So be to the very right as much as you can be when turning right. Okay, so this junction, it catches a lot of people out. Okay, we're going to take the right turn. A lot of people refer to this junction as the clock tower junction because there's a clock tower just there. So we turn right here. So we're free to turn. This light is not for us. Now here, after you can pass the green lights, there's a give way on the floor. Just make sure you give way to both sides, your right and your left. Visibility is never great here. There's always parked cars down here, and to your left, the visibility ain't great. So make sure you give way to both sides, and you carry on, and you go and turn right that way without slowing anyone down. Then near the clock tower junction, coming from another way, we're going to go straight ahead. So after you queue up at this traffic light, the next traffic light to go ahead, you can see the left lane says left only, and the right one is to go ahead. So you're gonna have to just switch over to the other lane when it's safe. Okay, so when it's safe, just switch over to the other lane that's gonna go straight ahead. And this is all near the test center just behind this yellow building.